Hey guys, it's David from Cars and Code. This video is part of a continuation of previous videos, so if you haven't seen those videos, please click the link below and watch those first. So this video is going to be talking about actually getting accelerometer data off of an Android phone and starting to use it for something. So before we do that though, the application is starting to get a little bit bigger and clunkier, so we're going to go through and add some folders for all these files we're creating. Okay, we've created some folders for all of our classes. Notice I've created a couple folders that we haven't used yet, but we'll be using them soon. So what we're going to do next is we're going to create a dependency service so we can use Android methods to grab the accelerometer off of an Android phone. So the first thing we have to do do that is create a new interface in our PCL. So we're going to create a new interface and we're going to call this interface a accelerometer dependency. Now in this dependency, we're just going to list one method and one event. We're going to have a void start listening, and this is going to tell the dependency service to start listening, and then we're also going to have an event for when the acceleration is changed. Now we're going to create a new model to pass through with all the information that we're going to need for this event. We'll call it accelerometer event. Accelerometer event will need three properties: the y acceleration, x acceleration, and z acceleration. Now we have this class, we can go back to the interface and use that. Now we have this interface, we're going to have to actually implement it on Android. So we're going to come to the dependencies folder and we're going to add a class. And this class is going to be called the Android accelerometer dependency. Now we're going to make this class public, and it's going to inherit from java.lang.object. And then we're also going to inherit from this accelerometer dependency. Okay, so now it's telling us we need to implement this interface, so let's do that. So now we have our acceleration changed event and our start listening method. So here's where we're going to start actually starting the accelerometer listening. So we're going to create a private variable for our sensor manager. Now when we start listening, we're going to first get to that sensor service, and then we're going to register ourselves as a listener to that service. Now notice it's saying that our class is not a iSensor event listener, so let's implement that interface. We're going to ignore on accuracy changed, and then on sensor changed is where we're actually going to send this back to our PCL. So first let's create one of our new events, and then we're going to have to assign all of these values. Now we're going to get them from e.values sub 0, 1, and 2. Now these are going to be listed in meters a second squared, so in order to change them to Gs, we're going to have to divide by 9.81. We're going to have to do this for all of them. Now we have this event created, we can actually call our event with it. Okay, so now all we have to do is use this in our code. So let's go back to our friction circle main view model. So in here is where we're going to actually start our service and subscribe to it. So in our constructor, we're going to get rid of these two initial values, and we're going to create our accelerometer service. So first let's create a private variable to store our service in. And then we're going to actually grab this service. So dependency service is going to be Xamarin's IOC that's kind of built in. So we're just going to be able to give it the type of interface and it'll automatically get it for us. Now you might ask, well, how does it know? Well, we're going to actually have to come back over here to the Android accelerometer dependency, and we can register our Android accelerometer dependency with the service. And the way we're going to be able to do that is we're going to add a assembly markup. And just like that, we have our dependency registered. So let's hop back over here. So this accelerometer service is our Android accelerometer service. And now all we're going to have to do is set it up. So first, we're going to subscribe to the event. And after we do that, we're going to start listening. Okay, and once that's done, we just have to fill in this method, but we're going to save that for next video. All we're going to do for now is we're going to throw a little breakpoint in here so we can actually see the event come through. So we can run this on our phone. We can see our acceleration changed event was fired, and if we look at this variable, we can see that we have our 3 values. So that's the end of this video. In the next video, we'll actually hook these accelerations up to our friction circle. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next video.